Speeding fast, running lights, can't concentrate, you by my side. I can't wait, we won't make it to the house tonight. Especially with you right here, right here. Gripping your thighs when I drive, so close that I can feel you now. You kissing all over me. Fuck around and make me crash out, I crash out. Pull over, I can't wait to make your legs shake. Pull over, no baby I can't wait. Pull over, yeah, baby no I can't wait. 'Cause we won't make it to the house tonight. We won't make it to the house tonight.
You know that this my favorite song. Every time you turn it on, this shit turn me on. And if it get any louder, we won't make it home. Luckily for you, shit, I've been riding with no panties on. Pick me up in a scat pack, in the front seat, eat it like a snack pack. Let me make it come quick like a Snapchat. It's your homeboy, tell him we'll be right back. I want the front seat and the back seat. Give me car service like a taxi. In the Benz, the Bentley or Rover, really don't matter long as you
pull over.
Yeah.
I can't wait to make your legs shake. Pull over, baby no I can't wait. Pull over, yeah, no baby I can't wait. 'Cause we won't make it to the house tonight. We won't make it to the house tonight. Crazy what we can do in tight spaces. Girl, slow down because we are not racing. Take your time already in first place. Found your stride, can you keep up the pace? Love it when you ride for me, as long as you don't lie to me. Don't lie. Pull over, stop right here. Pull over, stop right here, right here. The car will shake, legs will shake. It's been a while since I ate. Hit the brakes. Pull over, I can't wait to make your legs shake. Pull over, baby no I can't wait. Pull over, yeah, no baby I can't wait. 'Cause we won't make it to the house tonight. We won't make it to the house tonight.
Grind Morning Show is on 419 The Grind.
Baby, come slide with me. Need you on the side of me. You can come ride with me. You can come and spend some time with me. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Baby, when we slide, we gon' slide all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Baby, when we slide, we gon' slide all night. Tell me when I come through. I know what she like to do. We can chop it up and screw. Kissing on your tattoos. We can turn nothing into something, something. Talk a little bit, now we touching, touching. I can slow it down, ain't no rushing, rushing. Like it now it sound, you gon' love it. Baby, come slide with me. Need you on the side of me. You can come ride with me. You can come and spend some time with me. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Baby, when we slide, we gon' slide all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Baby, when we slide, we gon' slide all night. Girl, can you keep it sexy? Shawty wanna test me. I can love you if you stress me. She just want the best thing. Now she wanna take advantage. Beat it up, girl, you gon' need a bandage. Ay, all in my face, baby, no harassment. Put you in position, baby, I'm your captain. Baby, come slide with me. Need you on the side of me. You can come ride with me. You can come and spend some time with me. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Baby, when we slide, we gon' slide all night. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Baby, when we slide, we gon' slide all night.
Toledo, rep your city. Visit us online at the419grind.com.
She got it bad and she wonders that if I'm gonna take it serious, it's like a heart attack. I gotta go, my heart's not attached. I let her go, but she keep running back, right back. She got it bad and she wonders that if I'm gonna take it serious, it's like a heart attack. I gotta go, my heart's not attached. I let her go, she keep running back, right back. Hate to see you leave, but I love to watch you go. Hate to see you leave, but I love to watch you go. I got trust issues, but I learned from my lessons. All my old exes thought that I was a menace, yeah. Took her serious, but then she cheated like a villain. She wanted bad, but I'm one in a million. 'Cause your love is stronger than a feeling, and it hurts just think about you leaving. I can't waste no more time. Gotta leave you in the past, now just move on, girl. 'Cause I know what you like. I'm made up in your life to be there all the time. The timing isn't right, but what is left is focus. She got it bad and she wonders that if I'm gonna take it serious, just like a heart attack. I gotta go, my heart's not attached. I let her go, but she keep running back, right back. She got it bad and she wonders that if I'm gonna take it serious, it's like a heart attack. I gotta go, my heart's not attached. I let her go, she keep running back, right back. Hate to see you leave, but I love to watch you go. Go, go, go. Hate to see you leave, but I love to watch you go. Go, 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 go. Drop down, get your ego on. Say the way you hit the floor, get your ego going. You ain't worried about your past, only where you're going. But if you focus on the future, you gon' keep on growing. Oh, I can help you with your problems. I'm doing my thing, single with no baby mama. I'm living my life like there's no tomorrow. I know what you like, I got a shirt you can borrow. Hold up, yeah. I'm falling for the same thing, repeating these patterns like I'm going insane, man. Into the bag, money is ag, counting them racks, yeah. Looking at last, look at my past, get to the bag, yeah. She got it bad and she wonders that if I'm gonna take it serious, just like a heart attack. I go, but she keep running back, right back. She got it bad and she wonders that if I'm gonna take it serious, it's like a heart attack. I gotta go.
Hey, yo, Lane, check dig, man. I was just sitting back reminiscing, man, you know what I'm saying, and vibing on how things used to be, you dig? Like when we was youngsters, you know what I'm saying, that old West End used to rock. St. Anne's jump, you know?
When children used to see the dance every day. I used to go to Toledo. When kids really used to go outside and play. I used to go to Toledo. When females used to carry themselves as women. I used to go to Toledo. When hustlers used to do their time without snitching.
Listen, I remember back in the day when I was a child, doing bad, mama used to take us to eat at Hot and Now. Very convenient, the food was good and plus it was cheap. Creeping off the block to go swimming at Willie's every week. Dirt courts in just about every backyard, hooping on crates. Sneaking jars out the house, trying to catch lightning bugs and snakes. The good old days when penny candy really used to cost a penny. Ice cream truck had ice cream on it, you could buy for 10 pennies. Pimping your bike out with chrome caps, reflectors and mirrors. The hood used to be a village back when the neighbors cared. It was less snitching, more females carried themselves like women. I wish I could go back and visit, cause I miss the old Toledo.
When children used to see the
the OJs. Lane, look, I'm talking late 80s, early 90s. On Auburn up at Peach Rose is where you could find me. I was screaming crossroads for the love of the dough. 16 double O until the world blow. When Indo and Joint Mob had a lock on the South, and Arden Coleman had you scared to come out of your house. Around the time when Magic Wand found out he was plera, and Ray Stone was so fly, yeah, that was the era. Philly and Philly and all was reppin' for Out Here. That Scott and Libby gang could damn near get a nigga killed. When Northtown was bumpin', Southwick was slumpin'. Follow the light, lightning rod had every club jumpin'. I give her arm, a leg, 2 shoulders, and a tooth to see Toledo how it was in my youth. Man, I miss the old Toledo.
But children used to see the dance every day. When kids really used to go outside. When females used to carry themselves as women. When hustlers used to chew their tongue without snitching.
Wake up, Toledo. Wake your ass up. Wake up. Yeah. You're listening to the 419 Grind Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Wake up. Hey.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I can hear me. You hear me?
I hear you. You hear me?
It's Monday. Good morning.
Hey. How you feeling? How y'all feeling?
Rise and grin. Grind.
What you say,
Rise and grin.
I forgot to put them teeth on my
I put
post.
grand rising.
Show them teeth. Harold says, Clyde says, rise and grin.
Rise and grin.
Show them teeth.
Oh, it's cold outside, boy. That wind got a little bite to it this morning.
Man, that's what I said. I walked like, oh. I had my ankles out. I had to go get the long tube socks.
I tried to have my jacket halfway on. I had to put that all the way on like a bird. Shit.
You cold?
Yes, it is
It's cold, but you cuss a little bit. That little cold air hit the back of your neck.
You said cussing?
Yeah.
Yeah, people been cussing all weekend.
Boy, it's been a heavy
I can't wait to get into that because I was like, wait, what? Oh, okay.
It's been a heavy weekend.
Listen, but it's freezing outside, okay? It's currently 30 degrees out.
That's a cold 30.
It is.
What's the wind chill factor?
Listen.
It is windy, though.
It is.
So there's a wind chill factor.
It is.
I'm sure.
It is.
What is the wind chill factor?
I'm not seeing it on mine, but we just know it's cold. We're going to get to a high of 36, and it's going to be... That's it.
This weather be playing.
That's what I said. They teased us with that.
It was all
bit.
sexy this weekend and last week. Now it's cold.
Not sexy.
It ain't spring yet, so we got a little bit of time. We got a couple more. Well, about a week for spring.
That's it.
Yeah.
So why the clocks go ahead? I thought it had to be spring first before we changed the time.
Listen, I was like, wait, what? I didn't even know that.
They change that all the time. I don't know where they come up with these dates of when supposed to spring forward.
Out a notification.
Man,
they do send up a notification.
I didn't get one until I woke up and realized that my phone.
You don't watch the news? You don't watch read the paper? You don't be online?
I knew it was coming, but I just wasn't expecting this early.
I dozed up at 11:30. I woke up. It was 4 o'clock. Oh, damn.
4
o'clock in the morning?
Man, time traveling.
4 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, dang, I only closed my eyes for a second.
What was that, Saturday night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fine.
That's crazy. Yeah. So, yeah, it's still going to be, and it's saying about 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., it's going to be starting about a 40% chance of rain.
Yeah, there's a bad snowstorm out in the mountains out west.
Is it?
Yeah, they got a little weather coming. We might get the effects of that. I saw that this weekend.
Man.
Maybe that's why it's cold here, because of the snow that's there.
Oh yeah, that's why.
It's way here.
Well, it's supposed to snow one of these days.
Supposed to get a little precipitation.
Yeah, it's not. It's supposed to rain. Yeah, it was snow at first. You know, it changes every few days.
Yeah.
Those forecasts.
Yeah, so we just have to take it day by day.
Yep, day by day.
Day by day.
Step by step.
What's the traffic, Shae?
I had a clear way here.
What's the traffic?
I had a clear way here.
No, you're supposed to do traffic for everybody, not just for your trip. That's for you.
My trip was a clear way.
Anyway, I didn't see there was no accidents or anything on the highways that I've seen or heard. So
it wasn't any accidents, but it was a little jerk trying to drive.
Whoever was driving that Honda Prelude.
Wait, what happened?
It was a black Honda Prelude, and this dude had on half dreads, half cut on his hair. He's trying to race us. No, he's trying to race us to the expressway. Yeah. Not on the expressway, to the expressway.
What? And his engine almost blew when he hit the pedal.
Yeah. What? So then he looking at us out of his window. He can't see it because my windows are tinted. So he's trying to look and see what's going on. So and then he cuts us in front of us to get on the expressway. He does that, and then he's like wavering between lanes.
He was driving as if he was under the influence of drugs and alcohol.
Yeah. Were you holding on to the safety?
Clenching. I have my little bar and everything. I want no way.
If that bar fall off, that's from him too aggressive. Holding on for dear life.
If that wasn't there,
I don't blame him for holding on there. I wasn't driving crazy. I was just trying to get away from the guy.
The guy in a little car. He had one of them little Fast and Furious cars.
Honda Prelude.
That's crazy.
It was primed out.
Yeah, like a 98 or something like that. Honda Prelude.
It was
primed out.
Oh.
I mean,
he put primer on it.
It was ashy, like an ashy black.
Very ashy.
He needs some of that Cristino ceramic coat.
Exactly what he needs. Yeah.
He needs some clear coat on that one.
Trying to race somebody. Ain't nobody trying to race you, boy.
Now he needs.
We ain't even have enough gas to be racing. You know.
I got gas in my car. He just talking.
We can't have another one of those episodes running out.
We ain't talking about that.
So I'm pretty sure you keep it full. I know he keep his tank full now.
Anyway.
Try to. I sneak and go to the gas station while he doing something.
You put 5 on it?
Yeah, I put 5.
Anyway, how was your weekend, Shae?
It was cool. I'm tired still.
Tired from what?
From having fun with my family.
What y'all do?
What did you guys
do? Get into specifics. We like to hear specifics.
We laughed and we had drinks.
What y'all laugh about? Did you show them the video?
What?
Did you get chased by the dog?
No.
You didn't show them the video? That would have been a good time for the family.
No, I didn't.
What? You don't want to be the laugh.
But I did get inboxes asking when it was going to premiere. I said I got to get with the producer.
Oh, premiere. Well, I was actually disappointed in the footage that was captured.
Hey, I didn't listen. Y'all wanted to see it. I didn't say it was I got bit. It was a close call.
I mean, I didn't.
Close call.
I didn't want you to get bit, but I think you should have had the camera facing you.
Well, I wasn't even thinking of all of that.
And not the sidewalk.
Well, the dog was close.
So I wanted to see you running.
And my mom, when she seen it, she got me a stun gun and a pepper spray, so I'm ready to get back out
for
there.
The dog.
Yeah,
that dog wanted to play.
I don't want to play. I ain't no dog whisperer.
That dog wasn't gonna bite you. He wanted to play. His first of all, look.
I don't care.
First of all, look. Shae, look. His tail was wagging.
You gonna change that dog?
I don't care.
No, I want to see it.
His tail was wagging.
I got it. I'm ready.
His tail was wagging and his tongue was out.
I even still got the weapon that I used.
Playful,
I left it in the car.
And he wanted something to drink.
No.
You ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that taser.
Yes, I am.
Not on that dog.
Why
you get running from that dog, you ain't gonna get close enough to taser.
Well, that's on the pepper spray first, and then I'm gonna pull out.
You gonna eat that?
He eating that pepper spray.
See, I'm scared already.
You just gotta get used to dogs.
No,
that's the way of life around here.
No, they need to chain up their daggone yard. That is a public park. I had my kids the one time that happened. Luckily, we was
the
way
kids
closer.
Run? What age do?
Yes, he was scared.
Oh yeah.
What
about Cheyenne and Shania?
Now you know Shania is scared of every daggone thing.
Is she?
Yes.
Shania, not Cheyenne?
Shania, no.
What?
Yes, she is scared of an ant. No, Shania's the
older
one.
I take the pictures.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, little shorty, she ain't scared of nothing.
Yeah, I don't think she would be. Yeah.
She beating that dog up. She gonna get in all fours too. Like, come on, I'm ready.
That's my firecracker for sure.
On everything.
Yeah. So what y'all do?
I don't want to say what I did. I was embarrassed.
I was. I didn't do nothing. I just, finished up some work.
Yes, my logo looks amazing. I'm so excited. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did some laundry.
I did some laundry, and I watched some. I watched some movies. I got a chance to sit down and watch some movies. I don't know. I fell asleep. I fell asleep on the movies. I did watch the Superman and Batman versus Superman and that's it, I think.
I watched Studio B like 3 times.
Did you?
Yeah.
But I
was showing off because I had company. I was like, come on, y'all watch. I did a video show. I was showing off.
What they were saying, they was like, oh, that's nice, Clyde.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the green lights.
They ain't call him Clyde, though. What they call you, Harold? Yeah.
Or they call you Big Daddy.
Bro.
Is that the group that call you Big Daddy? Look, Big Daddy.
Oh, some guys.
Little neighborhood, my little neighborhood homies. I want to, my homeboy, my neighbor, he lost his father due to COVID. So I, trying to, put the gun away for him.
Yeah.
A little young dude. I felt the gun away for him.
Yeah.
I went on a date.
You went on a date?
Yeah, they left me with somebody else.
So what y'all do? Where y'all go?
We went out and hung out, but I got ditched.
They left you for somebody else?
What?
You said what?
Wait, they went on a date or you?
No, we went on a date.
You went on a date with somebody? Some girl?
Yeah.
And a girl.
We went our separate ways.
You don't know that? You can't do that. You can't judge people.
It was a woman.
Okay.
I was about to say he talk about him all the time and be cussing him out, so I know that.
Thank you, Clyde.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't do that. So you went on a date with a girl.
Yep.
And a woman. I'm sorry.
A woman. Yep.
And what happened during the date where she left you for somebody else?
We was going home and she left. She said she had to make sure somebody else made it home. It's like, damn. What about me? I was drunk too. I wanted to make it home safe. I want somebody to care about me.
Man. So where were you at?
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna put nobody out there, but it is true.
Did you talk to this person after?
No, I went home and cried. I was like, man, that's just fucked up.
So you ain't talked to that person since?
I done cried.
Oh.
Have you talked to him since?
No.
Are you going to?
I don't know.
You're not gonna reach out to him and say, "Hey." I will be too, though. My feelings will be hurt too, though. I understand.
I feel you. I'd be the same way.
I was thinking, I was debating whether or not talking about it on the show, but I said, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
It is what it is.
It's alright. She don't deserve you anyway.
Damn. Well, I wasn't trying to be deserved. It was just a friendly date, but the situation was like, you know, if I would have done it, I'd have been fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna do that? You gonna do that?
For sure.
But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that's how it is.
That's alright. On to the next.
On to the next.
You got some.
And I was celebrating this weekend, but that got crashed because of that.
We celebrate?
I had some good news to tell her, but I didn't tell her no.
Can we know?
Nope.
Oh. All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Whatever the good news is.
The good news.
Yes.
So I guess that's it for the weekend. We got trending topics today?
Yeah.
Topics today.
Right. Listen.
And you ain't even know about it?
I didn't. That's why I'm like, I'm ready for you to hit the button.
On the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
With the little T-packs on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
You got different colors too. You got like an orange, a little raspberry or something.
I was making stops at the nail salon and everything.
Oh, you was trapping this weekend
out
trying
the
to get that stimulus, huh?
Heck yeah.
Boss said they stimulus Saturday. I couldn't find nobody. I woke up with nobody. Cars on the block.
Who got there Saturday?
Everybody, I guess. My neighborhood was empty.
For real?
Everybody got stimulus.
Dang, I'm gonna have to check my account.
I ain't get no stimulus.
I ain't getting one either. So what do we got for trending topics?
You going first? Because I want to hear about this one.
No, because that's my trending topic is going into the question of the day. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
what do you got, Shae K in the midday?
Yeah. So even though you the Grammys went on this weekend.
Oh, my cousin PJ Morton won the Grammy for Best Gospel Album.
For real? That's your cousin?
Yes, it is.
Dang.
Yep.
Meg Thee Stallion and Beyonce, they make Grammy history as the first females to win Best Rap Performance with their song Savage.
I didn't even see the Grammy.
Me either. I said shout out to them. And then at the Carters.
Oh, Danielle said she'll come see me. I'm sorry, I was reading the comments.
Oh, that's okay.
Come see me, Danielle. We go on a date.
So the Carters, they was killing it. So she won that with Megan Thee Stallion, and then she won the 28 Grammys. Beyonce was doing her thing.
she made history.
She won 28 Grammys?
Yes.
Not last night.
Oh, she won her 28th Grammy. Okay.
She made history. I think 27 was the biggest number that somebody had.
Who was that? Michael Jackson?
No, I can't remember who it was. It wasn't him. But yeah, she did that. So she won. Also, Jay-Z won. He had the most Grammy by hip hop last night, and even Blue Ivy. She was the second youngest Grammy winner ever.
Well, she won a Grammy.
That's what I said. So I went to Google it. No, she was the 8-year-old daughter of Beyonce and Jay-Z was nominated for her role of which she played in Brown Skin Girl, along with her mother and Wiz Kid. According to the Grammy website, Brown Skin Girl is an anthem of positivity that's heard through all natural beauty for Black women and brown skin girls.
You know what? You can hate on people all you want to, but when you make way for your daughter to win a Grammy,
that's crazy.
That's I don't even have my own bits and pieces. I ain't 100% Jay-Z fan,
right?
But goddamn, he done got his daughter a Grammy. Keep my man down.
Yeah, I had to Google that. I was like, wow, what did she get a Grammy for? So shout out to them. So they did their thing. But we got somebody who's mad at the music right now, and they want everyone to stop streaming their music. Anita Baker.
What?
Yes,
she's a Toledo native. She was born here.
Is she?
Yeah.
Was it her and Shirley Murdoch?
Shirley Murdoch.
Too. Yep. He said, while many of us grew up listening to Anita Baker, the legendary singer asked fans to stop streaming and buying her music.
Oh, she got the best stuff.
Yeah,
It must be something bigger than that.
she's in fighting for her own masters, and she's asking all her fans.
Oh man,
I think Warner Brothers on her masters. I'm not sure, 100% sure.
They done got a ninja.
But Warner, they're streaming their music, but they're not getting paid for it. So just I think the Winans and Anita Baker and a lot of people from Detroit went to Warner Brothers.
Same kind of contract.
The same kind of contract. For a while, the Winans music wasn't on Apple Music.
Right.
Until I think they got a settlement or whatever and released it.
Man, that's gonna be hard not to listen to Anita Baker.
That's crazy.
It is. They're not getting paid for it. So just like when what's his name, Dave Chappelle wasn't getting paid for his for the Chappelle show on Netflix. So they took it down, told people to stop watching and stop streaming it. So until he got paid for it.
20 years to finally get his.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't on Netflix at first, so it did take him 20 years. But once they put it on Netflix, he told Netflix, "Take it down. I'm not getting paid for this." So
he wasn't paid for it.
You might as well take it down. So once they did that and people stopped streaming, then the new president of CBS called Dave and they had a settlement. I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago.
We did.
Had a settlement or whatever. He got cashed out a lot of money.
So
guess Anita trying to get cash out too.
As she should.
She wants some stimulus too.
As she should. As she should.
She wants some stimulus too.
She's a legend. So hopefully it works out for her.
Yeah. Hey, you got something else?
I had one more.
What?
So I see that we are all in the uproar for Senator John Johnson. Have you heard about him? He's receiving backlash after he was saying he would have been scared if the Capitol rioters were Black Lives Matter activists.
Of course he would have been scared.
Yeah.
All those black people coming at him.
But that's crazy because he said in a recent interview, he said he didn't feel threatened at all when they came up there. He said because those people really love America, and they
love America.
Yeah.
Those people do.
They love America, and they respect the House, and they respect police. So he didn't know that. He said he felt like it was safe, it was okay.
They don't respect Nancy Pelosi's man.
But let it have been us,
office.
He would have been scared.
Or the
wow.
Yes.
Because we don't love America and we don't respect the House or the police.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting. So yeah, that's crazy.
So he got backlash, a lot of backlash for that?
Yeah, a lot of Black Lives Matters.
Who is he? Who is she? Where you from?
John Johnson from where?
You know what? It doesn't say where he. Oh wait, Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin.
Up Senator. In that area, huh?
Yeah. Up in that area.
Wilderness.
So that's crazy.
Pack boys. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Speaking of football, Drew Brees is retired.
Drew Brees has announced his retirement from the New Orleans Saints in the NFL.
How long
after
was he in?
20 years. 20. He played 15 years for the Saints, 5 years for the Chargers. Yep. So he had won Super Bowl. So
Super Bowl.
So
got him a ring. He won the bad 20.
Yeah, he had a nice career. He's one of the best quarterbacks to play, and I think he's got the most passing yards in NFL history.
Did he beat Tom Brady for that Super Bowl?
I don't know. I don't know who he beat. I can't remember.
Or was it with the Chargers?
He was with the Chargers. I mean, I was with New Orleans. Yeah.
Somebody tell us who he beat for that Super Bowl.
Was it the 40? No, it wasn't.
I might have a T-shirt for y'all.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ring.
You got another story, Clyde Green.
Kirk Franklin was ready to stop. I'm what people say.
What happened?
I'm what folks say.
Stomp.
Everybody say.
Stomp.
He was about to put his foot up in his son's.
How old is his son?
33.
Son is 33.
His son, him and his son had a heated argument, and his son, he was cussing his son out. And his son blasted him, and he called a lot of the riffraff. But I'm going to be real. I think Kirk Franklin spoke to his son in a language that his son could understand.
Yeah,
and for him not to be arguing with his dad at 33, he needed to be talked to like that.
Yeah, what was the argument about?
So I got an audio
of the
you got
it on it? We want to listen to it.
Right, let me hear it.
Hey. And
they
you heard
beat
this
the
first
Colts.
on the.
He said they beat the Colts.
You heard this on the number.
Oh, they beat the Colts. Yep.
So who win the shirt?
They beat Peyton Manning.
Who's
Terrell Goldie Coleman.
You ain't getting your 20 back, so you got 2 shirts because you bought a shirt last night.
Oh.
You try to be slick. Ooh.
Now you get 2.
So I'm gonna play the audio of Kirk Franklin. It's got
Kirk Franklin. He about to stomp. He sure can cuss too, but I didn't know how to cuss.
Well, that sounds about right.
Well, Kirk Franklin know how to cuss, though.
Right. That sounds about right.
So it really don't say what they was arguing about.
No.
What they was arguing, but I mean, you know,
to me,
that's your dad. And then for you to supposed to try to mess your dad's career up,
right?
It fits exactly what Kirk was saying. Like you know your kid better than anybody. You know?
First of all, to record a private conversation, and y'all know y'all have a toxic relationship. Y'all know you have a toxic. You know you have been having problems all their lives. So for the last 23 years since he was 10 years old. That's what Kirk said. So to record that is, I mean, you're a problem. I would never record a private conversation between me and my family member at all. Father, mother, and for him to be talking to his father like that, telling him
Kirk Franklin of all people.
Yeah.
Well, no matter who it is,
I mean, he's like heaven's choir director.
But
look, when he started off, it sounded like he was getting ready for a performance.
But I think a lot of church people have a problem with Kirk, with the conversation and what he was saying, during that rant.
Like they don't be cussing.
Right. Yeah,
and what it to me is, we are all human.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect.
For sure.
He could still love Jesus and preach and whatever and have that situation going on.
Put his foot up off in his son's butt for being disrespectful.
I didn't lose any respect for Kirk at all. I mean, that's his son.
I actually like, damn.
Yeah, I've actually got more respect for Kirk because he's real.
He do got a little plies in him.
Right.
He get my vote.
He turned the plies on real fast. Yeah. So I mean,
the gold grill in right quick.
So we're gonna take a quick break, and that'll be our question of the day.
Yes.
Do you think Kirk Franklin was wrong for how he talked to his son?
Yeah, do you?
Call in and let us know.
Think about it. I need to heat my coffee up too. Let's go to break.
So before we go, we want to shout out our sponsors.
Yes.
Hotbox, Toledo, Essential Vibes,
Yes.
Mud City Entertainment, Land Sale for People Salesman,
Yes.
Greater New Psalmist Baptist Church, Young Men and Young Women for Change,
Yes.
J. Rush Jennings.
Yes.
And if you would like to be a sponsor of the all new Rise and Grind morning show, send your info to riseandgrind at the419grind.com. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Experience going to a dealership, I had bad credit, and the salesman made me feel horrible. I don't ever want you to have that feeling nor that experience. I guess that's why for the past 9 years they call me the people salesman. Good credit or bad credit, it does not matter to me. No matter your situation, if there's a way to get what you want done, I promise you, I will do everything I can to find it. So please be sure to stop and see me today at your people salesman.
It's the vibe for me. It's your vibe for me. Do you see me out there vibing freely? I don't care, I'm a vibe anywhere. Take a drive or by fair. Apply your pressure cause I'm rare. It's the vibe for me.
Ohio wanna rise, and you don't want no problem with us guys. Ohio wanna rise, yeah, look. Name a better duo, ain't no niggas you know. I came from the heavens, parked the car on Pluto. The Audemars Hublot, pockets fat as sumo. Women on me, you know, they wanna do the you know. I'm not the number two, I'm the numero uno. When me and Fi together, the conflict is crucial. The diamonds is future. My cousin is shooter. Other one a scammer. Another one a booster. I like them dark, full of melanin. I'm a fix, she my medicine. Her ass shake like it's gelatin. The plug called, he bout the melanin. Your man called, he bout to tell again. They got him preaching like the Reverend now. This local shit is irrelevant.
If you're tired of church as usual and you're looking for something invigorating, exciting with passion, then the Greater New Psalmist Baptist Church, 3251 Glendale, is the place for you. We are a people that's determined to occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change. The only thing's missing is you. Meet us at 3251 Glendale Avenue as we continue to be relevant and occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change.
First, I was reacting, tables reversed, playing the victim, lost to your lacking, treated me dirt, into yourself, don't notice I'm hurt, returning my tag, resigning position, now hiring ad, I'm through, I'm over it, exhausted in my mind, I'm exhausted in my time. You ain't the same. Well, maybe you are. Just thought you were different. I gave you my heart, but you lost the key, cause you wouldn't listen. No, I'm going insane. Adjusting my standards to keep my position. I'm losing the game. My energy changed, not even the same. I'm through. I'm over it, exhausted in my mind. I'm over it, exhausted in my time. I'm so over it. Sorry not to ignore. I'm so sorry not to ignore. Sorry not to ignore this. I'm leaving today. Sorry not to ignore this. Sorry not to ignore this. I'm leaving today. Sorry not to ignore this. Sorry not to ignore this. This my letter of resignation. Find a new replacement. Good luck on you finding someone like me. I'm over it, exhausted in my mind. I'm so over it, exhausted in my time. I'm leaving today. I'm over it, exhausted in my time.
Rise and Grind Morning Show, presented by 419 The Grind.
Welcome back.
Question of the day. Let's talk, Toledo. Call 419-540-3566.
Yes, welcome back. You are tuned into the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Where'd you come from?
I just popped out the back.
Popped up. I was going to eat my coffee up, but I see Leah.
I'm the pop-up queen.
We missed you.
I missed you guys too.
Speaking of pop-up queen, we have a pop-up shop that we're doing April 3rd.
Well, dang, a pop-up shop April 3rd?
Tisha Holmes.
Hey, shout out to my girl Tish. Okay, I love it. I'm here for it. And speaking of pop-ups,
Wait, before we do that, let's go question of the day first before we go to our guest.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The question of the day was, you guys had played a clip from
Kirk Franklin.
Was Kirk Franklin wrong for cussing out his son?
So he was cussing out his son? Let me get some of the background.
They was cussing each other out.
Okay.
But was he wrong for cussing out his son?
Listen, this is life. We're humans. Everybody cusses. Like, get over it. I
think a lot of it was people who expected... I don't know if it's actually church people or people who look at church people different or Christians different.
Like they're not allowed to cuss.
Yeah, like they're not allowed to be upset and cuss and lose their temper.
I guess people. I get it. People hold pastors and people to a higher standard. However, at the end of the day, they're still humans, and I still get pissed off. I'm still gonna cuss. Like, get over it.
You know how hard it is not to
I need y'all to call in. I mean, comments are okay, but I need at least 2 people to call in.
If you cuss right, it's funny.
I feel like TD Jakes cussed his kids out a couple times.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you got to think. TD Jakes' daughter, Sarah Jakes, Roberts, who's now a pastor, she was pregnant when she was 13.
So he
was already, a really well-known pastor, and they went in on him, and they tried to, like really end. Yeah, they tried to assassinate his career behind that, and his character and his career, and I'm sure he cussed several people out.
Exactly.
But I think we've all cussed somebody out. I think we all, have moments where.
Ashley Green left a comment, or rather, she called in, or somebody called in. But she said, she might be at work, but she said, not at all. All we do for our kids, and some are ungrateful. He was being a parent, gospel singer or not, still human. Let's not forget God called him to worship and be a father, and he's doing both well.
I agree.
Yeah. And he's a good husband too, from what I can see. I mean, I'm sure him and his wife have had issues like any married couple would.
Yeah.
But for the most part, she, they seem pretty genuinely happy, and they've been married for a really long time. So.
And he's fluent in cussing.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty solid family man. And at the end of the day, hey, everybody gets pissed off.
Yeah.
If you try to act like you have a moment or you haven't, cuss somebody out,
right?
Even the people who are in church trying to act holier than thou or trying to say something about him. Now you done cuss somebody out.
Right.
Like, stop it.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
And then mostly because I think the pastors are already, they seem strict and stern. So you don't think some cuss words gonna come out?
If you cuss fast enough, it sounds like you're talking in tongues anyway.
Okay.
Kirk was flowing with his cuss words. He ain't missing a beat.
I wish I could have heard that. I didn't get to hear it. I just heard
I'll
like
play it for you on the next break.
Yeah.
So we do have a guest today.
Yes.
Thank
Good morning
you.
to you. This is our guest, Amy Fletcher,
with
Project.
Good morning.
With Project House of Hope.
Yes.
Good morning. Thank you for stopping in.
How you feeling?
How you
Feeling
this
fabulous.
morning?
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, want to say. Want to also shout out your husband. You said his name is Stacy Fletcher. So you and your husband are doing really big things in the world. I can't even say in our community. I mean, I'm sure you do I'm sure you think, I'm sure you do things in the community as well. But normally I'm used to sitting down and saying, thank you for what you do in the community. But here you and your husband you guys are internationally, making headway and doing really great things. And so we definitely want to get into that and talk about that. But we'll see who's on the line real quick. Hey, you've reached the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show. You're on the line with Leah, Renee, Shae, Kay, and Clyde. And Jay, who we got?
Y'all got Jermaine calling in. What's going on?
Hey, Jermaine, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Calling in with the topic y'all talking about this morning in kids.
All right.
Okay,
Yes, what do you think?
I mean, honestly, as a parent, I believe, kids will take you there like nobody else will.
Yeah.
And you can't help but to still do for them, provide for them, and everything else.
That's right.
And we find out that they can be some of the most ungrateful. Some of them they just feel entitled. And, they'll take you to a place that it's like you limited to what you can do, and sometimes the only thing you can do is use your words.
Right.
So
yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Jermaine, you be cussing out your kids?
What's that?
You be cussing out your kids?
Man, I'm not cussing my kids out every chance I get.
How many kids you got, Jermaine?
So
How many kids you got, Jermaine?
I got 5.
Oh, yeah, you a cussing mother.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I got 3, and I'm,
We got 12.
it be what it be.
Me and Jermaine had a conversation at work about my son. That conversation me and him had.
Oh, and happy birthday to your son.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, we got situations where we had to take care of our kids in certain ways.
Yeah.
We got
for sure.
You can't go to jail for cussing them out.
Right.
Not yet.
And I guarantee a lot of public officials would, rather you give them some tough love than them having to deal with a lot of our kids they have to deal with today.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
Well, thanks for calling,
so I don't
man.
nothing wrong with him cussing him out. So all right, now just
all right.
Appreciate
you. Have a good day.
Yep. Okay, you do.
Amy, do you have any kids?
I was
well,
just
not in this country.
right. Yeah,
I got plenty in Haiti.
Yeah, which is yeah. So speaking of which, tell the listeners and the viewers first before we get into that. Before we talk about Haiti and how you worked your way over there, let's talk about where you come from.
Yeah.
Where you were born, where you grew up, high school you went to, all of those good things.
And what's your zodiac sign?
Well, I'm a Libra first.
Okay. On the Libra scale.
Right.
Don't take it.
Right. Exactly.
Don't make you cuss.
Nope, because I will. So yeah, I am born and raised in Toledo, Ohio. Went to Rogers High School. Graduated in 1985.
Okay, Rams.
In the house.
Okay,
yes. And then soon after, I was just ready to go and sow my oats and see what I could find. And I ended up in North Carolina, and then not long after that, summer 1996, when the Olympics came to Atlanta, so did I. Yep.
Well, so when you left high school and before you went to Atlanta, like what were you doing? What kind of work did you get into? Or?
Retail management.
Okay, so you stayed here
stayed with that my whole career.
Okay.
I was, in and out of the retail store management for a long time, and then ended up in a big box store for my last 20 years, and then did training and development with them for a couple of years.
Okay, wow. So then you went down to Atlanta. Was that like you kind of transferred your job?
I transferred my job, transferred me there. Yep, the summer of the Olympics, they needed someone to come and open up some stores in the airport there. So that was my gig.
When they tried to blow it up, huh?
Oh, yes, sir. I was downtown the night it happened.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Dancing in the streets, and then all of a sudden, whoa, wait a minute.
Wow. Oh, my.
Yeah.
You were dancing, you was running, huh?
Yes. Going for the train. So did everybody else.
Wow.
Got to be safe.
So, and so then I ended up coming back home for a little while and did some family things. My mom passed, had some things going on, and thought, you know what, my husband's from Atlanta, so we decided to go head back that way. And once I went to Haiti, I realized that Atlanta really wasn't where I wanted to be.
Now, what made you go to Haiti the first time? Like, what took you over there the first time?
Okay, so I was just I always knew I wanted to go and travel and serve in an underprivileged country. And I just saw a flyer for an organization that distributes shoes. And so I thought, I think I want to do that. So I went down with them, and then 4 months later went back because it touched me so much. And then I was stuck in a hurricane, actually, that second trip when it really shifted my thought process. And realized that, I can do more here. I don't have kids. I have the ability. I wasn't quite sure at the time what that was going to look like, but I knew in my heart that eventually I would be there. So here we are. So 2014, I established the organization. Well, 2013, I went and met the kids that are now part of my foster home, or our foster home there.
Wow.
So they've been a part of my life for a long time. They're, like I said, my kids. So, and with that, we just got a little bit more deeper in the community. Once we started going and people saw that we were vested, we stayed within the same kind of pocket, not kind of just going all over the place, but establishing some roots within that community and just doing our best to help them find better ways to sustain themselves.
How were you accepted when you first got there?
It depends. Some of them, we're blanc, the blanc in Creole, they'll call it the blanc, meaning the white. Yep. And
they call you what?
The blanc. And
okay.
Yeah. And so they know a lot of us come just Americans, because you can even be a Black American and be called a blanc just because you look different and you have that status just about you. But yeah, the community that we're in now, once we've established ourselves, they love us. I mean, they welcome us. Like I said, I hadn't been there for a year, and when I went over Christmas, just by the grace of God, I was able to go, and they just made me feel like things are just different when you're here.
Yeah.
They just appreciate what we do and the love that we have, and when we bring teams, we have a guest house there, so typically we bring, whether you're a church, whether you're a band, whether you're a welder. I mean, we've had people from all types of backgrounds come and share their gifts, and so that's what we try to focus on. Whatever you do and you do well, we want you to come and bring it there and help us.
So you're like a mission down there?
Yeah, it's kind of a mission. I don't really call myself a missionary. I guess you could say that's what we are. We're more humanitarians. I mean, we do believe we are not faith-based, but we work off of Christian values. Okay. But like I said, if you want to sit after a day of being out in Haiti and discovering and seeing things that you've never even thought you would ever imagine, and then to come back and try to decompress and talk about it, if you want to sit over there and drink a Prestige, which is their local beer, you go right ahead and do that. But if you want to go sit and do devotions and pray about it and do that, then that's okay too. Okay. So we're really real open-minded. We want everybody who wants to come and be a part to be a part. Okay. But now, like I said, this year's just been a struggle because of our ability to raise funds. Okay. So we don't have money in our pocket just to do all this stuff. So
now, how was COVID down there? And how did you have to go about getting treated to come back and forth?
So I had to have just a negative test to go down there. But when I went, I mean, COVID obviously hit them as well. Right. Not as hard as it did here. Our kids, when they had to stop school, they had no opportunity to do virtual learning. So they pretty much got sent home, stayed at home, and in September they had to finish last year from September to January.
Oh, they had to make it up.
So then January they started their new school year, and so they just restarted again. So, but they did their best. I mean, we sent masks down. They sent funds to do hand washing stations, and they're doing the best they can. But they're very resilient people. I mean, they're drinking dirty water pretty much every day, and don't have electricity, and don't have adequate plumbing. You just and the vitamin D is the big source of keeping our immunity well. Right. So it's an island, and it's beautiful, but it's so broken at the same time. So. So we're just doing our best to keep our basic core programs running. We're not doing anything fancy. We're just trying to make sure these kids stay fed and that they go to school, and the people that we employ that take care of them can make some money so they can take care of their families. So
now, do you worry about violence down there?
Yes, yes, absolutely. And right now it's pretty bad. Well, actually, when their embassy puts out a level 4 security, that basically means do not travel. We are not going to support you if anything happens.
Level 4?
Level 4. And that's what it's been pretty much for almost the past 2 years.
Wow.
So I can't logistically really bring people with me right now, but myself on my own, because I can somewhat speak the language. I know enough. I know people at the airport. I mean, I can get by as long as I'm with, my people, security and what have you. But yeah, it's terrible. There were just some 7 police officers that were just ambushed by gangs recently, like 3 days ago, and just massacred and killed right there on the spot and stole their vehicle. And it's an election year for them. So anytime that happens as well, the political unrest is just horrible. And it's just they're desperate now. No funding's, a lot of funding's not coming in. They're used to people coming. They're used to people sending supplies. Right. And when you're already desperate, 80% of that population basically are living in abject poverty. So they're already they're worried about when they're eating. Right. I pretty much live in I have pretty much 2 separate lives.
Are you a dual citizen?
Oh, no. But I will, when I move, I will be moving there at the end of the summer. And to do that is a lot of process. So absolutely. In the meantime, as long as you leave the country every 3 months, you're fine. So
reset yourself.
And we sell a lot of Haitian product. Like I bring it back and do trade shows and art shows and festivals and what have you. So I'll come back every few months and set up, whether I'm in Atlanta, DC, Ohio, Florida, anywhere. Yeah, we'll be selling some product just to help my husband and I live, because now we're giving up our jobs and everything to go serve. So
that's amazing.
System like?
You know what? Thank God it's good, but it's pretty much just friends and family. Atlanta, we had a pretty good base just because that's where we started, and we were able to get out and do funding and fundraisers and what have you. Since we've been back here in Toledo, It's been a little more difficult, just to be quite honest, just because we don't know as many people. But we're getting out there. If it wasn't for our friends and family, though, and past travelers, really, or who's helped us along the way.
You get a lot of, girl, you was crazy for going down there today.
Oh, yeah, all the time. You go by yourself? Like, they wouldn't come to Toledo by themselves.
How do you handle that fear? I mean, with that type of violence and risk out there, I mean, how do you handle that?
Well, number one, I know who my co-pilot is. So I believe I have that protection, but I'm not stupid. I don't put myself in any danger, and the people who work with me down there, if they know it's not a good time for me to come. I mean, I've had to cancel trips. I've been stuck in Port-au-Prince for 2 days and had to turn around and come home because we've tried to have a police escort even get us out, and there's tires burning in the road and people throwing stuff, so we had to turn around and come back. And so I just ended up coming back home. So yeah, it's the fear is there, but I guess I just don't let it get to me. I know that's my home. I consider it home. And so as long as I can get from the airport to my community, which is about an hour and a half up north, then I feel quite safe. And we have security at our house. I mean, we have security 24/7. And like I said, the community that we serve, they will protect me and anyone who's with us. They love what we're doing. People's lives are better because of us. And I mean, that's a cool thing to say.
Yeah.
You know, that I've actually watched people's lives get better just because of the work that we are doing as an organization to help them. So when my husband and I go down, we're actually going to work on it's called a street business school. And it's just a way for us to help folks find a way to run a business on their own and be able to be successful without us having to already give them funding, but they can do it. We can help establish them, and as long as they know how to run a business. But like I said, a lot of times they live day to day. They don't even think about saving. They don't have bank accounts.
Right.
They don't have telephones, or maybe they have a cell phone, but I mean, they don't have access to the things that we have. So, yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I'm excited. I'm scared a little bit. Sure, I'm gonna miss my family and. That danger's there, but...
Is there any, federal funding that you get from it? Doing it?
I was thinking about that this morning. We really don't have a lot of grants and stuff. There are some out there, but that, number one, to be a grant writer or to find a grant writer, that's a lot of work. And I'm not skilled at that. So for me to find someone, number one, and then to have the money to pay one, number two, is a challenge because we don't even have enough funding to pay for our kids to eat, without the struggle every month of figuring out what fundraiser can I do. So with that, yeah, there is some. I've had a few small grants that people have worked on for us, but most of our funding comes from doing big fundraisers or people who sponsor us monthly. Or if I just do a plea right out and just say, look, right now, I can't send the money to pay for our staff. So I need help right now. So it's a terrible position to be in because in about 2018, going into 2019, we were doing fabulous. Most of our funding came from people coming with us because there would be residual income. Let's say you would come for a week and everything would be paid for. It would be $1,000 for you to travel with us. Well, so we would pay our staff, we would pay our translators, we would pay security, and then anything that would happen to be left over would go into making sure our kids were eating. And let's say they would fall, or like we had 2 of our kids in 2 months, one broke a thumb and one broke their wrist.
Wow.
So those are the kind of things that we just, unfortunately, we were so young when all of this started that we didn't really have a big nest egg to rely on. But when I made that commitment years ago, these are human beings, and I'll do whatever it takes. I'm not giving up. Right. So I believe my husband and I thought this year, after we went through what we went through here, then we can do it there. We can do it. We didn't leave our house. He's a truck driver, so he's gone all week. I just dropped him off this morning, so I'll see him on Saturday or Friday night. Wow. So yeah, we're just going to go down there, and I think if our presence is there, people can see I can get better with my media and my social media and marketing and that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're making that move.
Wow.
And going to make it happen.
Yeah.
And it's not a big budget. Between one of our board members runs a school there as well that's underneath our umbrella. So we have a school, then we have the youth sports program, we have the kids, and then we do women's empowerment. And we do some agriculture, but that's kind of on hold right now just because of funding. But yeah, our budget's less than $6,000 a month. That's really not hard for a nonprofit.
How much do that convert to their money? Like, how's our money?
Our money's not doing too swell right now.
I know that.
And that's a problem too, because when our dollar lowers and they're paying. They're called goods. So they're paying our staff is getting paid in goods. So they're still expecting that same amount of money in goods. But yet, if our dollar dropped like a switch went off about 3 months ago, and made this already desperate situation even worse. And when my folks down there, I have one key guy that we work with down there. His name is Kisnell Toussaint, and he's been like the director on the ground there in Haiti, and has committed his life as well. He's come here a couple times and done fundraising with us and stuff, but yeah, he doesn't even get a paycheck, but yet he's running it down there and making sure that everybody's okay. If there's an emergency, he handles it. Yeah.
So have any have any of the refugees or the rebels ever tried to attack y'all?
One time we were coming back from our city. If you look at Haiti, Port-au-Prince is here, and we're in what's called a town called Moui. Okay. And St. Mark is a little bit bigger town up here. And so when we were on our ride back from St. Mark going to get some supplies one time, they had rocks in the road, and I was actually a lot of times you just travel in the back of the pickup. So
they really be throwing rocks?
Oh yeah, they had guns actually. They were firing. Yeah. Wow. So they were up the road, so they stopped and made me. The then police at this point had come, but they had me jump out of the truck and get inside, and they just put it in reverse and.
Wow. So the police didn't try to stop; they just saved you and got out of there.
No, the police weren't even around us. This were my guys that got me out of the car. The police were just firing their guns up into the mountains.
Oh wow,
that is so scary.
Oh my God,
wow.
But that's the only time I really ever felt scared. Really, I mean, but I've seen some terrible things. They're vigilantes pretty much there. So, yeah. But then I've seen some amazing things that outdoes the ugly tenfold and then some. Yeah, because there's hope, man. It's coming. The DR is right. They share the same island as the Dominican Republic. Yeah. It's horrible. So their government has been corrupt since day one. They've been, unfortunately, it's just been an ongoing problem since, they revolted and were the first Black Republic and beat the French. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's never been right. And we're not saving us folks coming over there. We're not saving them either. But we're going to do our best to teach them a skill set and whatever we can right now. Pretty much, it's a desperate situation. Like I've been going there for many years now, and I've never seen it like it is right now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
When we were growing up, me and Harold or Clyde, our pastor actually was one of the ambassadors to Haiti.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we've heard tons and tons of stories of Haiti and how crazy it is and how good it is at the same time.
Yeah. Well, you see, I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your ultimate goal that you want to see happen?
I would like to see just us get really right now a short-term goal is to get there, get established, try to get some funding for these people and, just try to help them and see what happens. We've got some ideas on the table and what we want to do when we get there. But again, it's going to just depend on funding. But like I said, I think our presence and our footprint being there with them just shows that much more of a commitment to people here. Because, out of sight, out of mind. I got all the support in Haiti I need. They love us. It's just when I get back home, no one really gets it. It's really hard to put into words what we experience and what you see. And but it's worth it to me. And again, like I said, I don't have children, so I don't know if that's a maternal thing, too. That as a mother and as a caregiver and as someone who wants to do good through kids, because the kids coming up now in Haiti, this is where I think I was trying to go a minute ago. The kids that are coming up now, they have access to things they've never had before. Like internet, seeing, having access to computers, knowing that what's going on in their government.
Even being able to go to school, right?
Yeah, well, you have to pay to go to school. So a lot of kids can't go to school.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Wow. So, for instance, if your family can't pay for you to go to school, you're not going. So it won't be odd to see, a 12-year-old kid who's in third grade. Wow. Just because you're going to go when you can go. So, and that's a problem too. It's just, education is a huge problem. It's because it's what's going to change that country. But until they can get but they get a lot of assistance. 2 of our older kids can go to a publicly funded school, but the rest all go to our private school. Mm-hmm.
So if it's a publicly funded school, they don't have to pay to go there?
They still have to pay, but it's a smaller fee.
Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. They still have to pay, but it's a smaller fee. But they, Yeah, a lot of kids don't go.
And I mean, is that because of a lack of the schools and a lack of people there? I mean,
and just lack of money. It's just bottom line. It's just money. There's no funding, or if there is funding, it's not going to the right.
So there's no government mandate that kids should go to school at all.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
Wow.
No, it's unfortunate that and you see a lot of child trafficking and that kind of stuff going on because they can't. Someone's going to offer you money when you can't eat. You haven't eaten for 3 days, or you don't have a job, or you don't have something to look up to tomorrow. It's I've seen, like I said, some pretty ugly stuff. But Haitians want to help each other. They're so communal. They will. If you're hungry today, I'm feeding you today, and tomorrow I'm gonna need you, so I'm coming to your house. Yeah.
How did this experience change you? Because I mean, that's a lot of the stuff to be going through. Like,
that's a lot to take in. Yeah. It's heavy.
Oh, it's hard. I couldn't sleep for like well, I call it the Haiti hangover when I come home because like my family they don't even as many years as I've been going. It's still hard to come home. I mean, you can see it. It's difficult. Even this last trip when I was there,
like you feel guilty, coming back.
You kind of do a little guilty, but it's just kind of like, God, why don't more people want help?
Yeah,
is what I think.
Yeah.
It's not me, my guilt.
Yeah,
it's
you just don't understand.
I'm like, what is it going to take?
Yeah.
It's to see. We need to help our own. Absolutely, here, absolutely. But we have a lot of, government funding or programs.
Yeah.
Or you can go to a local church if you're hungry.
Yeah. Food banks and things like that.
Yeah. There's people that don't even have water. I mean, there's a community that we serve up in the mountains that, there's no local water resource. So they either got to hike down this mountain, and half of them aren't going to school. It's one of the most rural and extreme places I've ever been. Yeah. Yeah. You just see it. It's just terrible. But anyway, they have hope. That's the other thing. And they have faith, and that's what gets them through. And they know that better days are coming, and that's what they're hoping for. So, and it will, but it's hard to turn it off when I get home. What I was going to say, I went and when I flew into Fort Lauderdale, my last trip, my house that I stayed in, we actually were having problems with our plumbing, and we actually have real plumbing, like you can flush a toilet and take a shower. Right. Well, our pump wasn't working. So for almost 3 weeks, I had to take a bath in a shower in a big tote, like a bucket. And so when I got to Fort Lauderdale and I was staying at a friend's house, I went to wash my hands after I went to the bathroom, and it was warm water. And I was just like, oh my God, I haven't had warm water in my hands in like almost a month.
Wow. So when you're taking the showers and baths, it's cold water?
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. It's so cold. Yeah, it's freezing with a little scoop like this.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
But they do that every day. I mean, that's normal for Haitians. The kids, they used to stand them in a bucket, in a big metal bucket when we first started the organization. And the mamas would line them up, little Nikes all lined up, and soap them all up and take buckets and pour it on them and dry them off. And here comes the next one. Do it again. And then the other mama will go and, then they're ironing their clothes with that for real legit cast iron that they put coal in. And, press their clothes while they're sitting on the ground like this.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's crazy.
So we have about 8 people that work at the house full time that take care of the kids.
Real village like.
Yeah. And then with our guest house, again, we have, and then a house where we have like our guys, whether you want to call them security, translators, house guys doing all the work, around the house. Because we run off of solar and then off of a generator. We don't have electricity full time.
Who watches the house when y'all up here?
They do. They do. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty much sits empty right now, which is sad because then that was a problem too. Because so for a year we had to pay for this house and we weren't even in it. And but when you commit that to someone, they're expecting their rent. They want their money. That's how they're living. That's how they're caring for their family. So
was it hard to get your husband on board when you first came up with this idea?
You know what? Not really. Not at all. He's just. I mean, I knock on wood. I'm blessed because he is with me 120%.
Whatever you want to do, baby.
Whatever, right babe. There, that's what he says. I got you, babe. Whatever you need.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the best. So if you could hear, I wish he was out there.
Now, how did you met your husband while you were in Georgia? You said, right? And where did you guys meet?
We worked for the same company, and so we had met at a meeting one time, and yeah.
So I would think, when you first met him and just getting to know each other, he probably learned pretty quickly that this was your passion and that you had a passion for wanting to help people. And like you said, I always wanted to help in an underdeserved country. So he obviously probably knew, marrying you, that what he was getting himself into.
Yes.
So I would think that's probably his passion too. And so it just helps to be able to, find someone who shares the same passion as you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you guys both just want to help people. I mean, that's an amazing thing.
And they missed him when he's not there.
How was his first reaction when he went down there?
He was like, hey.
I know he's trying to be cool, right?
Yeah, and he's not really cool. He's really not, unfortunately. I wish I could say he was.
He was like,
he's kind of cool, but he's really laid back and quiet. Like, we're kind of the opposites. I'm the one that's a little bit kind of boisterous.
What's his zodiac sign?
Well, his birthday's in May
Taurus.
20. Yeah, Taurus.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just laid back and cool. They love him though.
Was he kind of jumpy at first when the kids were up to him?
No, not at all. Not at all.
So did you guys go for the first time together, or had you already been there several times?
I had already been there several times.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and when I was like, look, babe, I think I'm gonna be here. You need to come. So yeah, and at the time he was working with a different company, so it was a little harder for him to get off work. So but he's been, a couple times. He's ready. He was the one really that was pushing me, because we knew ultimately we would go. But he was like, why don't we go now? We're both in our mid-50s. He's like, we're healthy. Why don't we do it now instead of waiting until we're old and retired and who knows what we can do?
Right.
Yeah.
So if we go and we don't like it, we can come home. It's really not that they're not going anywhere.
Right. Yeah.
If anything would happen to me or him or the organization, then that would be a bit of a problem. But we've got a big network of people, like I said, all over the world that have, I've had people from other countries that have even traveled with us. So we have a good network of people that believe in what we do. It's just we need a few more to jump on board and help us. Yeah.
So do other people in the network have access to the house? Like while you here, there's somebody else that can go down there?
Yeah, if they wanted to take a team, they could absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool.
Yeah, we handle all the logistics. I mean, we've been doing it now for a while, so we've shipped vehicles, we ship product now that we can't travel. Like all last year, every 2 months, I would ride down to Atlanta, pack up a van full of supplies, and then in Atlanta we have a Haitian woman that we work with, and then she would have it shipped down to West Palm Beach, and then it would get on a boat, and then it would finally make it over there about a month later.
Wow.
But we were still serving in some way, trying to do the programs that we were doing, just not there. So we do a kids summer camp program like you would do here, with different activities with about 200 kids in the community every year. We do a Christmas program for them, not just our kids, but the entire community. But it's hard too, because when I walk out, because our house is right here, and we are in the community, like we literally live right here. Right. And so when I walk out of my gate, a lot of times they'll come up and just be like this, they'll like touch their belly, like they're hungry, or so it's I have to be careful not to just try to be handing stuff out all the time, because then that can be a problem as well. So.
How do you handle that? Like, how do you
feel to reject?
How do you determine? Oh, so you just have to say no. I can't.
Sometimes. But now, again, it's long enough now. So sometimes, like for instance, this winter or Christmas when I was there, someone gave me a whole bunch of these little squirt guns. So one morning I just got up and I went outside, and there was a bunch of neighborhood kids out there. So I ended up getting like 15 of these little squirt guns. Well, that day we happened to have water coming down the canal, so they could just dip their little gun in the canal, and it was just those are the kind of moments that I like. Yeah. Or once in a while I'll have some granola bars or something I'll give them, but unless it's a structured activity where they know that they're invited to come, then they're cool. They'll just run. They just want to be around and be happy and play and run and half naked half the time. But hey,
now, what does it take for someone down there to get in your program to become part of what you do?
Down there, it's difficult because we really aren't opening up any programs at this time. Yeah. Like we do the community kids. That's not hard because they already know. Like once one hears, it's like the telephone game. I mean, everybody knows, and then it'll be structured that way. But then some kids will be standing out over there looking like, "Hey, I want to come." Aww. So we'll let them join us as long as we have enough supplies for everybody. We don't care. Right. But here, having people get involved, they just need to get on our website, projecthouseofhope.com, or our Facebook page, Project House of Hope, Instagram, House of Hope Haiti, Twitter. Wow. Yeah, I would love to partner with folks here and try to help me figure out ways that we can, raise some necessary funds or even develop teams to travel again. We're ready. We're hoping this summer we're going to be able to get back over there and bring some folks with us. they're desperate. They're ready for us. That's for sure.
Wow, I couldn't even imagine going over there and seeing all that. It's like it makes you be
hard.
real grateful because we really spoiled.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it's amazing the things we take for granted. You know, our kids are pretty entitled, especially in this generation, and for like you said, kids over there don't even have warm water, don't even have clean water to drink. It's really heartbreaking.
You can buy it.
I'm sorry, did they have
Go ahead. Oh, I was just saying that we can have access to clean water. I just want to make sure that not everybody has dirty water, but if you don't have someone like an organization like us that's helping you, then you don't have access to clean water.
Did they have a real high death toll rate due to COVID?
No, they did not. No, they did not.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
That's ironic,
when I got off the plane in December, again, it was right around Christmas, and my guys picked me up at the airport. They both had their mask on. I had mine on. And then within like 5 minutes, they were off, and I didn't put it on again for 3 weeks. Oh, man, it's hot. Yeah, it's always hot. But you saw if you went into a bank or if you went into a place. But because, again, it was a little bit testy with security, so I really didn't go. I pretty much just stayed at my house, or I would go to our kid's house. But I wasn't, normally I'd be jumping on a moto, running down, going to get this or doing stuff on my own, but this time I was a little bit more laid back and just kind of kept it close to home just to be with the kids. And I
have a question. Do you have any footage?
I do.
Well, the reason why I ask is because what we can do is, as a donation to you, is put together a promo for you, a call to action for people to help with the organization. So we can film you with any kind of call to action that you have, and put together the footage that you have, and make a promo that we can run on our shows.
Awesome. That would be great.
For the next few weeks. So
okay, great, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And we do. I have some little videos, and I have plenty of stuff. I'll get with you after, and we'll figure that out for sure.
Yeah. So if they sent the vaccine to Haiti, how would your organization go about getting it? Would you be somebody that they would send it to distribute it?
We could, absolutely. Yeah, we could do it. We do, because we have also a hospital up the street from us that we work with, and we have a doctor directly that we work with that will, actually, he came and put a cast on someone at my house one time just because she was going to get charged too much at the hospital, and he sent someone to go buy the supplies, and sure enough, man, she walked out with a big old cast on her foot. Yeah, wow. So yeah, we definitely could do that.
Are they expecting the vaccine to come there?
They know it's coming. They're a little bit leery about it, of course, just because it's not rampant in Haiti right now. And again, there's not adequate testing. There's not, we don't. It's hard to compare. It's like apples to oranges, just because they don't have the resources that we do. But for us to go, you have to have, I had to have a negative test. And now I think it's going to be where you're going to have to be vaccinated to go international anyway, I believe. So
you're going to have to get it regardless, huh?
Yeah. So that's all right.
Yeah, they're going to figure out a way to make people get it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But they're not even thinking about that right now. They're, like I said, it's a lot of political turmoil going on there, and they're not worried about COVID really right now at all. They're just,
Is Haiti still considered a third world country?
Absolutely. Supposedly, it's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere.
Wow. That's a heavy description to have, third world.
And I can get there faster than I can get to LA. I mean, it's not that far away. When
That's
I say
so crazy.
I work in Haiti,
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not far.
Wow. So how far is it? Like, when you go there, do you fly out of Detroit? Like, how is that
journey? I fly to Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah. And I used to, when I lived in Atlanta, they used to have a direct flight. Delta did, but they stopped traveling there. So now, usually it's Detroit, Boston, or Detroit, Fort Lauderdale, or Miami, and then straight to Haiti. And that's only like an hour flight from Florida to Haiti.
Oh, okay, so you take one flight from Detroit to Boston or Florida, and then from there, is it like a smaller plane?
It's a big regular old plane.
Oh, okay. Is there any reason there how come it don't just go from Detroit to Haiti?
A lot of places don't travel. They aren't going to Haiti. Yeah, no one's really going. There's not really a need for it. Now, there's a lot of Haitians down in Miami. There's a lot of Haitians in Miami. There's a lot of Haitians up in New York. Yeah. I think I know every Haitian in Toledo. If you're out there, bonsoir's on me.
Are you affiliated? Are you affiliated with any Haitians here, or is there any Haitian programs here that help you with different fundraising or anything like that?
I mean, not really. they're here, and they're friends, and they will come to fundraisers. But there's not a big population here to be able to get that established.
Gotcha.
Yeah, maybe Detroit. Maybe I've met a few traveling that live in Detroit, but not here locally.
Who's responsible for Haiti? Like what country?
It's their own country. They have their own legal everything.
They won their independence from the French.
That's what happened. Haiti and the Dominican Republic are one island called Hispaniola, and Christopher Columbus, when it's discovered this island, and I'm thinking I'm doing my history correctly. Please don't get me if I'm wrong. But what ended up happening is that the Spanish took the Dominican side, and then the French, he gave the other half to the French. Well, the French brought the slaves all from Africa and were growing sugarcane and coffee, and it just became run by the French basically. And then when the Haitians revolted and actually won, they had what is it called when you owe another country? Not ramifications. They owed them this money, so Haiti's been paying them forever, and then their own government now is corrupt. So
wait a minute. So how did they won against the French, but then they still had to pay them money?
Yeah, kind of worked like that. But then again, you're looking at a country who's yes
to the French.
Reparations
to the French for having to have their own country.
That's crazy. To get their own country back, and it's still a fight.
It's weird that they were able to win it over, but then had to. I don't know.
The only black republic that's ever revolted and won, and look at the situation they're living in. Yeah, it's awful. And they're still. And the other thing is that obviously they're not big fans of the French. I'm just saying in general, but yet they're taught French in school. And half the kids, when they go home, most people don't go past the 6th grade there anyway. But when you're home, you're speaking Creole. You're not speaking French. So again, they're oppressing their own people this way. If you don't have an education, if you don't speak French, you can't get a job. Not that there are very many, but you have to speak French. So the kids, again, like I said, are taught French in school. But when they go home and they have homework or what have you, most of the time their parents don't even speak French and can't even help them.
Wow.
So yeah. But again, like I said, it's coming. I have faith. It's coming. The kids are going to come up, like I said. Now they're smarter. They know more. They know knowledge is power. They know that this is wrong. What's happening, and hopefully we'll get some infrastructure. There's not a lot of roads. There's not a lot of it's just still a third world country. It's just they can see what it should be, but yet they don't have access to the things they need to make it that way. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is black magic real? Do they be not really
voodoo?
Putting roots and stuff?
Oh yeah. Yes, absolutely. Very deep in their culture. Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen.
Anybody try to put no root on you?
Oh no. Well, I've heard they have. There's one lady that supposedly did back in the day, but but I don't know. I'm still here, so I must have a pretty good protector.
Yes.
But she was mean and doing horrible things, and I just tried to step in. And there's a lot of people that do work in Haiti that do it on the low and do just trying to be shenanigans and. A lot of organizations from here, like me, you're just normal. You go there, you get touched, you want to help. Well, then some people, and they might have a deep pocket, these people were getting all this money, and I knew they were wrong and doing wrong things, and I just tried to call her out on it. And long story short, supposedly she put some hocus pocus on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so that's the biggest challenge, obviously, then, is just the fact that there's just not enough people willing to go over there and help and commit to this.
Going or just doing, doing more. We all have it. We're put on this planet to serve others. It's just choose what you want to do. It just has to, and it's a trigger. And that's when sometimes I'll talk at schools and churches and stuff and tell my story and talk about what we do. And it is a trigger. You're going to hit something with somebody, whether it's education, whether it's women's empowerment, whether it's healthcare, whatever it is. So it just has to be the right thing at the right time for the right person and for them to believe in what we do. And just getting our word out there, doing stuff like this. Absolutely. So thanks again for having me here, because this is just helping me share what I do, and maybe some of my peeps out here will recognize and show up. And
I see Miss Donetta Carter.
Yes. Well, we appreciate you coming in. This has been a really great interview, and we thank you for what you're doing, because this is amazing work that you and your husband are both doing. Definitely, isn't I know it's not an easy fight, and you know, just to commit your life in that way, and now,
Bravery.
like you said, you're literally, So we thank you.
Thank you so much.
And one more time, let the listeners and viewers know where they can reach you if they would like to get involved and help.
And donate to you too.
Sure, absolutely. You can visit us at projecthouseofhope.com. That's our website. At Project House of Hope on Facebook, and on Instagram at House of Hope Haiti.
All right. Well, thank you. We appreciate you.
Again.
And definitely
appreciate you.
We'll stay connected with you.
Yeah,
like Jesse said, we would love to, get a promo going for you, and just stay connected with you too. See what we could do to help out.
Yeah. One day y'all come and broadcast.
Absolutely. That would be so fun. I love that.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Turn into worldwide grind entertainment. Yeah, I love it. So thank you. We appreciate you. We're going to take a quick break. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you keep it locked. Want to say thank you to our sponsors, Hotbox, Toledo, Essential Vibes, Mud City ENT, Lance Self, the People Salesman, Greater New Psalmist Church, Young Men and Women for Change, and J. Rush Jennings. And if you would like to become a sponsor, you can send your info to Rise and Grind at the419grind.com, and you can become a sponsor of our show. So keep it locked right here. We'll be back with much more.
First experience going to a dealership, I had bad credit, and the salesman made me feel horrible. I don't ever want you to have that feeling nor that experience. I guess that's why for the past 9 years they call me the People Salesman. Good credit or bad credit, it does not matter to me. No matter your situation, if there's a way to get what you want done, I promise you, I will do everything I can to find it. So please be sure to stop and see me today at your People Salesman.
It's the vibe for me, it's your vibe for me. Do you see me out there vibing freely? I don't care, I'm a vibe anywhere. Take a drive or by fair, apply pressure cause I'm rare. It's the vibe for me.
Ohio wanna rise. You don't want no problem with us guys. Ohio wanna rise. Yeah, look. Name a better duo. Ain't no niggas you know. I came from the heavens. Parked the car on Pluto. The Audemars Hublot. Pockets fat as sumo. Women on me, you know. They wanna do the you know. I'm not the number 2. I'm the numero uno. When me and Fi together, the conflict is crucial. The diamonds is future. My cousin is shooter. Other one a scammer. Another one a booster. I like 'em dark, full of melanin. I'm a fix, she my medicine. Her ass shake like it's gelatin. The plug card, he bout the melanin. Your man called, he bout to tell again. They got him preaching like the Reverend now. This local shit is irrelevant.
If you're tired of church as usual and you're looking for something invigorating, exciting with passion, then the Greater New Psalmist Baptist Church, 3251 Glendale, is the place for you. We are a people that's determined to occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change. The only thing's missing is you. Meet us at 3251 Glendale Avenue as we continue to be relevant and occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change.
Your body calling, I'm answering on that first ring. Beverly Crew girl, I'm killing shit in your wet dreams. Die face first in your treasure chest, got my beard shining like bling bling. She goes hard like my cookies, told her double stuff, I need more cream. She like short things, fucking orgasms on orgasms, knees touching shoulders, arms straight. Slide 2 fingers in your tongue, tickle clear. Walmart demise, roll back. She pulling my hair, I'm yanking out tracks. Put a tip in and whisper, who's that? Sex on fire, perfect match. Now I'm Harlem shaking, baby, take that.
Every single part of you feel like a blessing. But baby, I got a confession. When you're sexing me, you feel like I'm in heaven. So baby, I got a suggestion. Make me a sex fiend, baby, baby, sex fiend. Make me a sex fiend, baby, baby, sex fiend. I'm feeling for you. I'm feeling for you. Girl, you got me feeling. I'm feeling for you. Oh, no, 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 no. All I wanna do is come get next to you and whisper in your ear while I'm sexing you. I'm telling you what you wanna hear, yeah. So baby, let me clear the air. I'm about to lick you up so I can take your whole soul now. And if I pick you up, I might take the bus and go downtown. I know it's slippery when wet, but I ain't even done yet. And if I happen to drown, I won't have no regret. Every single part of you feel like a blessing. But baby, I got a confession. When you're sexing me, it feel like I'm in heaven. So baby, I got a suggestion. Make me a sex fiend, baby, baby, sex fiend. Make me, baby, a sex fiend, baby, baby, sex fiend. I'm feeling for you. I'm feeling for you. Girl, you got me feeling. I'm feeling for you. Oh, no, 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 no. Sex fiend, baby. Sex fiend. Will you make me a sex fiend, baby? Sex fiend. I'm feeling for you. Oh, I'm feeling for you.
Daddy say he come to my town, finna bust down. I asked him when he touched ground, he said right now. I told that nigga pipe down, he was too loud. Gave him some humble pie, he was talking too loud. Then I pop that pussy for him one time. And since I did it, man, he said I've been on his mind. He said that nookie was so good, he saw the sunshine. He said I be all in his news, he called me prime time. Prime time, listen my shit, it be so cavalier. I'll be that whisper in your ear. How do I make this plain and clear? Ain't a bitch in this world I fear. Do it for the one time, for the one time. Type of thought that stay on your mind like a good time. Perfect fit just like a tight beat and a smooth rhyme. When I tell him I'm on my way, give me his time, cause I hit him with the ooh. Huh. Guess I'm a bad little mama, you heard this how I get him with that ooh. Guess I'm a brown, you know that's the word, that's how I get him with that ooh. Cause I'm a bad little mama, you heard this how I get him with that ooh. You know I got that ooh. And so we tightly. In the smooth rhyme when I tell them I'm a mind.
Hey, hit him with that. Ooh. Hey, shout out to my girl, Anita Cherie.
That is our girl.
I love that song, man.
Me too.
I love all her songs,
Me
like
too.
literally, not just because that's my girl, but really because she's the ish. Anyway, yes, and we got some more queens in the building on some queen things.
Whoa,
It's our girl
whoa.
Veronica. Hey, girl.
How you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling pretty good this
What's the
morning.
energy like?
You look
The energy
beautiful.
is sunshine and just moving forward each day.
Yeah, she smell good. She got my whole little hop like. I know I like them smells. Woo.
Thank you. Thank you.
You said that was Gucci?
Yes.
Gucci.
So how you feeling this morning?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, energized, and ready to do this interview.
Yes, well, we appreciate you coming in and rising and grinding with us this morning.
Thank you.
So tell the listeners and the viewers who you are, where you come from, what high school you went to,
and what's your zodiac sign.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
We'll start with that first.
And who did your lashes? Because they popping.
Okay, we'll talk about that too, because I do all that. Okay. So my sign is Leo.
Oh Lord.
Oh, just scared me a little bit.
They said y'all fiery. Y'all fiery?
She know it.
I would say, yeah.
She know it.
I'm Veronica Phillips. I'm from Toledo. I'm the owner and operator of Heaven on Earth Salon at 5221 Monroe Street in Toledo.
Okay.
I graduated from Wade High School on the east side.
East side?
Yeah, I wasn't an east sider, but I graduated from there. So yeah, it was pretty good.
I didn't realize Wade was on the east side. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Don't tell nobody that. Don't say that too loud. But say, that's what
I didn't know that.
So after you came out of Wade, did you try college at all?
Actually, I did. I went to Owens, but my pursuit was going to be in the medical field.
Okay.
So, but somehow I ended up in this area in the beauty field. So, but I'm glad about it though.
Yeah.
I'm glad about it.
What year was it that you decided to go into the beauty field?
I just used to do hair on the side at home. I had a little 2-year-old and, trying to make money and survive. And, I did a lot with clothing and beauty and stuff. So I said, well, maybe, hey, I'll go that route.
Yeah.
So I went to Toledo Beauty Academy. It was on Lewis Avenue.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that one over there.
A little brick building.
Yeah. Yep. And so I just went from there, and I had goals and aspirations and to move forward and one day own my own business and be an entrepreneur. So
And look at you now.
yeah, look at me now. Yeah.
So what year did you start your business?
I started my business in 2010.
Okay.
So it's been 10 years now, going on 11.
Congratulations.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. And I've been in the beauty business for like going on 30 years.
Wow.
So I'm a vet at it.
Yeah, OG,
yeah,
OG.
for sure.
Yes. Yeah, season.
So with you having 30 years in the game and, starting off so young and being able to grow and evolve in it, what was that like when COVID hit and we experienced, this new phenomenon basically and all the salons shut down and you obviously had to shut your business down. What was that like and did it affect you financially?
It did. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It did. But me in that thinking brain I have, I started up doing selling mobile wigs.
Wow.
Yeah, I started up that business and doing that. You could order a wig from me. I posted it on Facebook and I would deliver your wigs to you. And therefore, and it also brought me new clients. So when I did open, it was, good.
Yeah, and I would say that probably was amazing hustle because, girls, us women, we couldn't go to the salons anymore. We couldn't get our hair done. And so they were like, and then I know like even Shae was like, you said you thought about like doing the whole wig under the cap thing and,
I know a lot of chicks twisted that junk up and put them wigs on.
Yeah,
dealing with this.
So I can imagine you probably, did really good with that business.
I did. It worked out really well.
So it ended up being a blessing in disguise because did that become like a second part of your business? Like, is that like a second entity in itself? Is the mobile wigs now?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
And that is coming too. So I'll be driving around town in a new vehicle with Heaven on Earth with wigs.
I know that's right.
Yes.
And then is it something like that you're looking to expand? Like, are people reaching out to you from different cities wanting you to make a wig and asking if you can deliver it, or how does that work?
I actually actually don't make them. I have a supplier,
Okay.
so I get them in, and then you can send me what type of wig you would like, and then I look that up and get that for you. A lot of people kind of don't know what they want, so I can look at your face or whatever and kind of figure out what looks good on you, and then I'll send that to you, and if you like it, and I can get that for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and I love making wigs, so I want to get into that too even more. I had
Okay.
looked up trying to for the hair loss, especially for that. So I'm gonna take a course for those because I like making my wigs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I know how to do that, so if you ever want to connect, I can show you
For
that.
sure.
Yeah, I've done that before, but as you get older, it's like, I'll put that to the side and make it more easier for yourself. So yeah.
Yeah, because I was doing more braiding, so I'm like, okay, I'm tired of doing the braiding now. That time consuming. So you definitely can make the coin in the wig, and it don't take as long. I'm actually gonna make me one today, so I'm excited.
That's a good. I like that service that you offer though, because there's a lot of women who have like mixed children, or they might be Caucasian, or they might even be Mexican or something like that, and they don't know how to do their daughter's hair, and maybe the daughter has like more coarse hair. For instance, me. I have a daughter. She's 15. Okay. She doesn't have my type of hair, so I've never known how to do her hair, and now she's at the age where she wants to get wigs and things like that, and she wants to do this thing. And so for her birthday, her 15th birthday just passed, and she ordered a wig, and we Shae's friend was going to do her hair, but then come to find out we ordered the wrong type of wig, and it was just a whole catastrophe. So like I don't know how to order. I don't know what to order. So you're a perfect person to come to and be like, hey, this is the look she going for.
Yeah, and I also apply them too. So
that's awesome. That's good to know.
Do you do the men wigs with the waves and the beard wigs? I don't want one. I'm just saying somebody out there might want to.
They have beard wigs too.
Yeah, they got the beard daddy. Yeah, they got.
Oh wow.
The man pays.
Okay.
Wow. I didn't realize that.
Wow. Getting real fancy.
Exactly.
We just can't have nothing no more. Like,
you don't have to just go bald no more.
Exactly.
They just want to be us now.
They're getting the light bulb, now the wigs.
Yeah.
So outside of the mobile wigs in your salon, what other stuff are you doing? Like, you said something about the lashes? Do you do your own lashes?
So I'm one-stop shop.
Okay, I like it.
So you can get your lashes done. I do makeup.
So did you do your own lashes? I need to know who did these lashes now.
I did these lashes.
Girl, them lashes are popping. Okay, and I'm not even an eyelash type of girl. Like I don't even get off into that. But your eyelashes look beautiful.
Yes, I love them.
Yes, thank you. I do my own makeup. I also do makeup classes.
Oh, cool.
Personal or private.
How much do you charge for the makeup classes?
My makeup classes have actually, just because I started doing them, I did a nice introductory of $30.
Oh, cool.
And I had a nice class for my first class.
Yeah.
And so you got to learn all the basics, your eyebrows,
awesome.
foundations, and eyelashes.
How often do you have?
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
So my plan is to have them like twice a month.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was kind of cold when I was going to have my second class, so I kind of got some cancellations, but they had already paid in advance anyway. So
that's cool.
Great.
Yeah.
And I brought this here too. I have my own hair growth oil.
Yes.
It's called Own It Oil. So
I love it.
I went in the lab and put this together. You gotta try it. Yeah.
It's gonna work on that.
So I'm gonna say it took me like a year to come up with this oil. I went in my lab, which was the kitchen, and I studied and I put this together. This is
you got the recipe.
Yeah, it's my own recipe.
What old girl had on the beauty shop, creamy crack, but that's like it's hair regrowth, huh?
Yeah. And so what I did is I studied. This is an herb. It's all natural. So anytime someone says something is natural, you should be able to eat it. So you can actually eat this oil, but it's beneficial for hair growth. And I've been retailing this for, I want to say like 4, almost 5 years now.
Wow.
And it's only $10 a bottle.
Wow.
Yep. So I have this in the salon.
And how does the results? Does it varies? It just varies.
No, you get hair growth from it.
Oh,
you get hair growth. Yep. This is the rosemary oil. I also have a peppermint oil as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's a pretty nice size bottle for only $10. Yeah. That's a really good price.
And it comes with a doubler, so you can just like suck up what you need and put on there.
You put it right on your scalp.
And then you can eat it.
Yep. And you can when I say eat it, it's natural. You know what I'm saying?
Don't make no deal out of it. I'm about to whip up some hair growth. little hot sauce.
Season it on the side.
And I also want to throw this in here right quick.
Okay,
I'm new to the paparazzi world, so I also have paparazzi jewelry, which is well, I'm gonna just use what I got on right now because I bought these for the ladies. Okay. It's a $5 bling. You know what I'm saying? It's costume jewelry, but I mean, you can look good in it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You ain't have to know how much it costs.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice
yes, and my earrings as well. So yes. So like I said, I got one-stop shop. You can get all this stuff in the salon when you come.
Y'all
sit
caught cool
chair.
today.
Now, do you have employees or is it just
Actually, so let me tell you where I come from. My first salon was on Sylvania Avenue, 1612 West Sylvania, next to the adult theater, if anybody's familiar with that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I know you at, not the theater. But
So
right there by Family Video, right past.
down the street.
Yeah, no one's familiar but you.
Been there for years.
Yeah, no one's familiar but you.
Oh, people familiar about the Westwood Theater.
Manhattan.
Let's act like that.
The marathon.
I know what she talking about.
The marathon laundry thing.
Yeah, that's like cat a corner down the street.
Okay.
But I was
by the
right
corner
next.
store, by the In-N-Out Market.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to give a different reference from your store.
She the one said the Westwood.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I was there
excited.
for 10 years, so I even got customers from the Westwood, so I ain't gonna complain.
Right.
But I was there for 10 years. That was my start, and I'm so thankful of the little spot that helped me grow. And I did have employers there, so like for temporary times through the years I was there. And so actually now I'm in transition, as I call it. I'm right here inside of a building which is next door to Tropical Smoothie and the Shoe Carnival, which is called Salon Select Studios. Okay. And you got your private little suite in there. So my goal was, once I left Sylvania, to come there. I believe God placed me there because I want to open up one of those. I have a son. He's 26 years old. Yeah, that's the middle one. I got. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yes.
How old is your oldest child?
Look, I was struck too when she told me. I'm like, wait, what?
My oldest is about to be 29.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I thought you was like 29.
I'll take that.
Oh my God. Girl, well, you got to give me your whole little skin regimen because your skin is all the way together. Like you ain't got nothing there bump, nothing there wrinkle, like nothing there nothing. Like
I said, no, ain't no way. She was like, yeah.
No, seriously, I need to know, what do you use on your skin?
I used Mary Kay for years.
Really?
Yes, I used Mary Kay.
Are you
for
serious?
Years. I worked out for years. I kept myself healthy.
You still use Mary Kay?
Yeah.
Wow.
I still use Mary Kay. But this is a mixture of all kind of different cosmetics. But my skincare is Mary Kay.
Wow. Yeah. Who's your Mary Kay rep?
Let me see. I use a couple different ones.
Okay.
Different ones.
Hey, got to show everybody some love.
Right. Yeah.
So, the salon is right over here, right?
Yeah, I'm right back here.
What's the location?
Yeah.
What's the location one more time?
5221 Monroe Street.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we're neighbors.
Yeah. So like I said, my goal is to open one of those. My 26-year-old, he does real estate. He's a wholesaler. I wanted to bring him here today, but I'll just book, he'll book another time to come in and talk about it. So he's looking for me a building to open that up.
Wow.
So that's family. That's how family supposed to work together.
Yes. So I'm so blessed to be there because I'm in there to see how you run it, and I'll go from there.
Amazing. Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's a nice concept over there. I know what you're talking about. As far as,
What you got coming up next?
Let me see. So, like I said about the mobile wigs, that's the next thing that's coming up next. Okay. I'm gonna hopefully be able to come back in here and advertise that
anytime you want.
Yeah, so you can call me and I can deliver your wig, or you can call me and I can pick out you one or help you do that. And even not for just the young people, but I want to help out the elderly too. Yes. So
and even probably like women who are suffering maybe from cancer or something like that. And,
definitely. Yes, definitely.
What's your favorite service to do?
My favorite service, I think, are the lace wigs. That's one of my. It used to be styles and cuts and stuff like that, and I still do all that stuff, but my specialty has just changed because I guess the world is just running off of hair weaves and stuff now. It's a big thing for that. So
it's easier just to put a wig on and try to
for sure.
So the industry is changing and it evolves all the time. So
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm still tripping off the fact that you have a 29-year-old son. I just can't get past that one.
Black don't cry.
Gosh, you are gorgeous. Like that's. I hope I look that young when I get older.
Wow.
3 boys, no girls, huh?
No girls. I have a granddaughter. She's 7 years
You
old.
got a grandbaby?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You are not a grandma.
Yes, I'm a grandma.
Oh my God. I would have never,
Grandma.
definitely, because I would have never guessed.
Yes,
That's amazing.
And my goal is to eventually, she loves wigs and makeup and everything.
Your grandbaby?
Train her up in the way she should go.
Yeah. So I want her to follow in my footsteps. And I believe she already
carry on the torch.
Yeah.
So how was it for your sons growing up having a mom that looked that good?
Right. Oh my
God. Friends up a lot.
Even now, like I would think now as them being grown, it's probably worse because
don't come get me, y'all.
They probably like, hey, stay away from my mama.
So my sons had a basketball court built in the back of the house and everything, and so their friends would come over and they'd be like, "Hey, Miss Pop,
tell your mama we on some lemonade."
And then when they would walk away, they'd be like, "When you gonna let me?"
That's when her sons. That's when they start whooping.
No, I'm saying like when they walked away from the sons.
Yeah, they real overprotective of me.
As they should.
Yeah, mama's boys, huh?
Yes. But I walk in respect, so you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, you are amazing. We appreciate you for coming in, and definitely let the people know where they can find you on social media.
Okay, I'm on Facebook under Phillips Veronica, and you can also find me on Instagram at Veronica FP339.
Okay.
All right.
What's that little flyer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, you can't forget. You better plug.
Right. If you don't do that, then they're going to get you. You know that.
This is the 10th annual Business and Health Expo given by Donetta Carter, and it's Saturday, April the 24th. And I will be there doing lashes. So you can lashes done. And also eyebrow arching. And I'll probably have oil and wigs there.
Yeah, shout out to our girl Donetta. That's our boo. I love her. Yes, that's going to be an amazing event.
It sure is.
That's a Saturday or a Sunday?
Saturday.
Yeah. Yes, that's going to be an amazing
calendars,
event.
everyone.
Yes, definitely.
A nice event. It's going to be an awesome time. Other vendors are going to be there as well.
What time is that event?
This is starting at 10 to 4. And it's going to be at the St. Clemens Hall, 2990 Tremainsville Road, Toledo, Ohio, 43613.
Is it free or is it?
Yes, it's free.
Oh, wow. Free. Shout out to Donetta. I love that. That's amazing. Yes. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. You guys don't go nowhere. We're going to come right back and wrap up the show, but keep it locked right here.
Yes. First experience going to a dealership, I had bad credit, and the salesman made me feel horrible. I don't ever want you to have that feeling nor that experience. Guess that's why for the past 9 years they call me the people salesman. Good credit or bad credit, it does not matter to me. No matter your situation, if there's a way to get what you want done, I promise you, I will do everything I can to find it. So please be sure to stop and see me today at your people salesman.
It's the vibe for me. It's your vibe for me. Do you see me out there vibing freely? I don't care, I'm a vibe anywhere. Take a drive or by fair, apply your pressure 'cause I'm rare. It's the vibe for me.
Ohio wanna rise. You don't want no problem with us guys. Ohio wanna rise. Yeah, look. Name a better duo. Ain't no niggas you know. I came from the heavens. Park the car on Pluto. The Audemars Hublot. Pockets fat as sumo. Women on me, you know. They wanna do the you know. I'm not the number 2. I'm the numero uno. When me and Fi together, the conflict is crucial. The diamonds is future. My cousin is shooter. Other one a scammer. Another one a booster. I like 'em dark, full of melanin. I'm a fix, she my medicine. Her ass shake like it's gelatin. The plug called, he bout the melanin. Your man called, he bout to tell again. They got him preaching like the reverend now. This local shit is irrelevant.
If you're tired of church as usual and you're looking for something invigorating, exciting with passion, then the Greater New Psalmist Baptist Church, 3251 Glendale, is the place for you. We are a people that's determined to occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change. The only thing's missing is you. Meet us at 3251 Glendale Avenue as we continue to be relevant and occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change.
Welcome back. Wake up.
You are now listening to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. By 419 The Grind.
Welcome back, welcome back. You are tuned into the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show with Leah, Renee, Shae, Clyde, Green, and Jay. And our girl, Veronica, is here with us.
Hey.
Yes. What's the name of your shop one more time?
Heaven on Earth.
Heaven on Earth. How can you forget that name?
Yeah, how did you come up with that?
Yeah, how did you? That's a good name.
I kind of got it off of TV a little bit. What was that? I think it was, what is his name? I can't even think of it. The Chinese guy and Chris... what was his name? Chris Tucker.
Rush Hour?
Yeah, and it's like Heaven on Earth, you know, and it and also just the spa moment and this, like, when you come and sit in my chair, it's a thing like my customers fall asleep. They get so relaxed, so I'm like, dang, hold your head up here, but realizing just not one person was doing it, like everybody was doing it. They was just so relaxed in my chair, so you know that even just made it even more just heavenly.
Didn't the Temptations have a song called Heaven on Earth or something?
I don't think so.
Right here on Earth.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody sing that song, Temptation. Now you're going to make me think I'm crazy. That's a nice little name for that.
So is there anybody you would like to give some shout outs to? Say thank you, anything like that?
Okay, let me see. First of all, I want to give a shout out to my Heavenly Father.
Yes,
because I wake up every day at 6 a.m. to give him praise.
Yes.
My mother, Shirley Cheery, my sister, Robin Murray, my sons, my 3 sons, Kim, Kanai, and Caleb, and my granddaughter Corinne, and let me see.
I love those names.
Yeah,
I like those
and
names.
my cousin Sunday Harvey with Divas and Diamonds, and Donetta Carter. Let me see. It's a lot of people. I just can't think of everybody's names, but yeah, it's a lot of people. So
everybody love you, huh?
Yeah, everybody love me. So my friends and family. I just want to thank everybody for being a part of my journey, and I am not finished yet. So I thank God that I'm still looking young.
That's right.
I got a lot of work to do. I also, like I said, my goal is for my son to find my building, and I'm actually prayerfully I want to open up the studios and the salon, and just like I want to retire at 54 from doing hair, but also be able to give services and teach young ladies who I employ into the business. You know, so that's my goal.
I love it.
What's the best piece of advice you were given out of this whole journey?
The best piece of advice is if you don't do it now, you'll never do it. So whatever comes to your mind, you inspire, you think of it, and you be like, nah, I'm gonna wait, because of fear. Which stands for what they say, fear is false evidence appearing real.
Yes.
Don't trust it.
Oh, I love that.
Write your goals down. Every new year, I'm writing goals down. And I complete them each year, and I thank God for that, because I have that determination. So, you know, begin to write stuff down and get it done. You know, start your business, even if it's small. Just take it one step at a time until you get there. Don't be off on social media because, you know, Tom or Jane is doing it quick. Take your time and just do it. You know what I'm saying?
When you make them goals and you got that list and you scratch them off, you see your progress. You be patting yourself on the back like, damn, I got through.
You feel so accomplished and productive. perspective.
Even just by writing it down, because some people try to say, I don't got to write it down, but when you write it down, you can see it, and you see the evidence that you completed it, you feel so much better.
Even if it's a simple thing is, I want to buy me a washer and dryer this year. You put it on your list and mark it off. You know, it ain't got to be what somebody else is doing. Don't look off the next person.
Stay in your own lane.
Stay in your own
crazy.
Stop looking.
Because everybody got different dreams and different goals.
Yes,
so
and it'll make you frustrated because you feel like you ain't progressing as quick as this person. It's whatever God has for you. I'm telling you, it's yours, regardless to the fact.
That's right. Well, that leads you right into your affirmation, Shae.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
Look at Dr. Vic listening in the comments.
Hey. All right, here's my favorite part of the day. Deep down, you know exactly what you are capable of. There's even moments where you get a glimpse of all the potential that you truly have. You can get there. You have all the power within you. You have the spiritual wisdom, undeniable strength, and abundance of energy that's ready to be used. Short and
Love
simple.
it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice.
Shae little aspiration voice.
Affirmation?
Aspiration.
Affirmation voice.
You saying when you read the affirmation?
And I would tell people too, when you get up in the morning, you pray and you listen to stuff that motivates you to get your day started. Don't click into Facebook the first thing. You listen to something that's motivating and to get your day started.
I changed that a while, maybe 4 years ago, because when you wake up, the first thing you do is want to grab your phone. So now the first thing I do is pray. First thing I do is pray, and then I listen to a radio station or whatever and play some music, because that right there, the phone will distract you. So first thing I do is pray and put on some music, and then I start my day.
There you go.
And you gotta believe
I love listening to Les Brown in the morning and Eric Thomas. Those are my favorite. They give me that motivation to be So
I like to listen to Sarah Jakes Roberts. I usually listen to one of her sermons in the morning, when I go in the bathroom and get in the shower, and I literally just let it play while I'm getting ready for the morning.
That's what I do, girl. That's what I do. So you're on the right track. Just keep it up.
Yes. Well, we appreciate you guys tuning in for another great show. We appreciate our sponsors, Hot Vibes, Toledo, Essential Vibes, Mud City ENT, Lance Self, the People Salesman, Greater New Psalmist Church, Young Men and Women for Change, and J. Rush Jennings. And if you would like to become a sponsor of the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show, make sure you send your info to Rise and Grind at the419grind.com. And you can become a sponsor of our show.
Water?
So thank you guys for tuning in to another great show. We'll be back tomorrow as usual, 8:30 a.m. So make sure you keep it locked right here with the 419 Grind. Make sure you go over to our website, the419grind.com, and check out everything we have over there to offer. And we appreciate all your guys' love and support. And like me and Shae always say, until next time.
Y'all be safe out there today.
Bye-bye.